tired of losing and feeling outclassed? Is it the game, or is it just a skill issue? Well, look no further than the P-51 Mustang, the ultimate equaliser. If used correctly, you'll be the most annoying and hard to deal with opponent in the air. The earlier P-51 variants perform best at medium altitudes, typically between 2,500 metres and 4,000 metres. Above this, the aircraft can start to lose some power, and it feels quite sluggish. Try and stay within its optimal range. Here you can maintain great speed for boom and zoom tactics, while balancing manoeuvrability and energy retention. At lower altitudes you lose too much speed, and at higher altitudes you become less efficient and slower. The P-51 is an excellent energy fighter. This means you should focus on boom and zoom tactics, diving onto enemies using your incredible speed to get in and out of combat quickly. You don't have to engage in every fight. If you're low on energy or speed, disengage and climb to regain the advantage. If this is done correctly, you will outmaneuver most opponents. The enemy has to turn and face you, which forces them to bleed speed while you can choose when to re-engage. The P-51 handles well at high speeds, but if you get too slow it becomes sluggish and hard to manoeuvre. In a turn fight you'll be outclassed at lower speeds, so avoid getting into prolonged turns. However, you can sometimes be forced into them. Just remember, you'll have to recover the speed afterwards. This will leave you really vulnerable, so try and avoid these situations. Most of the P-51 variants, except the P-51 D30, are equipped with the 50 caliber M2 machine guns, which have the highest velocity of all planes. These are powerful high velocity weapons that can deal with almost anything you encounter in its BR bracket. If you're flying the P-51-30 however, you'll be using the 4 20mm Hispano cannons, which do pack a punch for taking down tougher targets, but they have a worse lead time and are much slower. My recommendation is for using the tracer bullets on the 50 cals. The incendiary rounds light fires in nearly everything you hit, making it feel like you're flying around with a flamethrower attached to the front. One of the best ways to use the P-51 is by setting energy traps. A great tactic is the Chandelle manoeuvre, which allows you to change direction quickly while maintaining most of your energy. It's a great way to get on the tail of an enemy without sacrificing a lot of speed. Later variants of the P-51, such as the D20 and the H variant, have like a jet feel to them. It's because of something called the Meredith effect, which functions similarly to a jet pushing hot air off its exhaust. The radiator pushes hot air out the back, which gives it a boost in forward momentum. Due to having this speed boost, it's an amazing energy fighter, both the D20 and the H variant. The best thing for these is, again, just boom and zooming, diving straight down and straight back up into a climb. You want to be climbing at about 15 to 20 degrees. That is the best angle for climbing in the P-51, regardless of variant. The main reason for this playstyle is the P-51 has the lowest drag of any propeller plane, making you almost uncatchable in a very, very steep dive. Due to the extremely low drag on the P-51 and also the incredibly powerful engine in the later variants, you become such a good energy fighter, it is pointless doing anything else. You shouldn't really be engaging in any turn fights unless the enemy is so slow that they're dead in the water. As you progress to the H variant, you'll encounter things like the Yak 9, BF-109 KM4 and Griffin Spitz, which can become an issue because they'll be extremely high. The H variant's optimal altitude is about 4,000 to 5,000 meters. You'll often find planes like this above you in these situations. In a situation you get one of those planes behind you and you can't outturn them, dive vertically down. No other plane can follow your dive due to the wing rip and your very low drag. Planes like the Spitz shouldn't be a massive problem as long as you stay fast. They will not catch you, leaving them vulnerable once you have the energy advantage. Just be patient and climb and then dive. Do not engage them in a turn fight. You will also run into jets in this situation. Just use your superior climb rate and force an overshoot. In my opinion, the P-51 Mustang is probably one of the best propeller planes in the game. With its unmatched speed in a dive, the superb energy retention and the powerful armament it comes with, it can outmaneuver, outlast and outgun almost any opponent. Whether you're diving from a high altitude or setting up the perfect energy trap, the P-51 will always put you in control of the fight. Remember, in Warthunder, it's not just about who has the better plane, it's about knowing how to use it. Master the P-51's strengths and you'll be unstoppable, and deciding the outcome of every single dogfight. Now get out there and show the sky who's boss.